get this out to the 25.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the scramble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill forced out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 8 yards out. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Mike Hughes on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Mahomes will throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to put the lead up two more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll try the left side. It's Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a loose football.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now off to the races, down the right right side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Staying on his feet. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Tannehill throwing again. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right. And Rodgers has it over on the right side.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7.
And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill.
Well, this game was decided a while.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Defensively by now, You know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Brown. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Here's Tannehill. On the move to his left. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now Tannehill steps away to his left. He's got Ferkser, and they will get another first down here up near midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?